Hey guys, Elite Legionary here, bringing you some more 1 vs 1 action on Shogun 2 Total War, this time on the Kansai wood map, which is a map I do remember now. I quite like this map actually. This is a very even balanced, this was I think it was about a 6 stars and I'm 5, we're in the bronze stage. Anyway, I have much more veterans in this army. I have my veteran Yari Ashigaru, the line holders. I have my my blue Storm Nodachi, my Fist of Glory Nodachi, my 2 units of Bow Samurai, which are vets, and 2 units of Katana Cav, which are vets. Not Katana Cav, Katana Samurai, which are vets. My general obviously, and 2 units of Yari Samurai, which are just standard, and 1 unit of Naginata Samurai, and a unit of Yari Cav, which is a vet unit too. So we both want to go for the shrine. I think the other one is a farmhouse, and the shrine is just more valuable. But he's going to get to it first, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to have the advantage of having the woods for cover. So anyway, his forces consist of looks to be 3 units of Yari Samurai in the front, 4 units of Katana Samurai in the back, in the middle rather, and another 2 units of Katana Samurai and a Bow Ashigaru in the back, and he has 2 units of Yari Cavalry moving to outflank me, but that's fine because what I'm going to do is I'm protecting my general with these Naginata Samurai on all the flanks, and my flanks are protected by 2 Yari Samurai, so it's going to be very hard for him to implement them. Plus I'm going to stay in the woods where they'll fight inferior, which is really useful. So I've got my Bow Samurai firing here, and I'm just going to keep this going. Eventually he'll have to move. He can have the shrine if the shrine's that valuable to him, but I'm going to force him to go forward. So he wants to implement his cav, but he's not going to be able to do it very easily. So I see him coming forward with his Yari Ashigaru. This is obviously going to be a meat shield type thing. But I'm going to charge now with my Nodachi, my Blue Storm Nodachi, or they should be charging. I'm just going to charge in now and get the charge bonus and the shock and awe value of it all, and break in there and knock them to pieces. But this is not a bad move what he's doing, because he is trying to use weakened units so that he can then charge and absorb my charge and get his own much more elite units in. But over here I break through one of his Katana Samurai, and here I see another Katana Samurai which I'm going to charge here. But I reckon at the time I must have thought that was a Yari, that was a Naginata unit or something, because I don't stay in that. But this fight is pretty even for the most part. Now he's going to try and get his cav in the back here, but as you can see my Naginata Samurai have completely intercepted him, and my flanks are totally shielded by these 2 Yari Samurai, so I can't be outflanked here very easily. But and at this rate I should win the infantry battle, so he has to do something. And I'm getting hammer and anvil strikes in with my Yari Cav, which is doing some damage and disrupting him a bit. But he can't use his Cav, so his Cav get absolutely annihilated by my Naginata Samurai that was for flank shielding. And I think that's where they're good. And they're also, you know, available now. Now that his Cav been destroyed, they're available as a reserve unit. So he does break my Nodachi, just because he gets numbers down them, and that once they get into a prolonged melee they're not nearly as good. But my Katana Samurai are still in it, and now that I've got my Naginata and 2 Yari Samurai are completely available to just come in and flank or just add additional support. And I'm continually throwing in charges with my General and my Yari Cav, although it might be destroyed by now actually. Yeah, I think it got shattered, but it doesn't matter, it did enough damage charging in. And my White Knights are just carving, and now it does temporarily get in behind me here, but I can intercept with my other units of Samurai. But over this side he's getting quite banged up by my my units of Naginata Samurai and the Blue Storm Nodachi. But this was a good fight. Even though he got to the shrine earlier, and it is helping him, the forest worked to my advantage, and I denied his cavalry option. And I managed to break through him here. And basically this is just me using better terrain, and in this case, I mean, normally I wouldn't want anyone to have the shrine because I think it's extremely useful, but I couldn't get to it in time and I wanted it, but the advantage was I had that forest, so I had a lot of advantage in there, and him attacking me, it denied his cavalry use. I completely blocked his cav out with my Naginata and Yari Samurai units, creating that back guard, and my bows could just keep firing into him, and he had to charge, and I could just counter charge with my Nodachi and then charge in the rest of my units. And once I got those units of cav behind his flank, it was pretty much over. So I had 1,260 men deployed. I lost 463 men and I killed 973. He had 1,425. His name was Huntemdown, by the way. He lost 973 and 426 remaining. Sorry, 426 of my men killed. So my General 65, my Yari Samurai 66, my other Yari Samurai 46, Naginata 82, look at this, the Nodachi 108, 136, the White Knights 146, the Red Katana Guard 109, my Yari Ashigaru proved useful as absorption for his units, and then a counter charge by the Nodachi just ripped into them, as you no doubt saw. My Bow Samurai 74 for this one. This one I think he didn't get much chance, 21. And of course I managed to slip around the back and get a nice full charge on some Katana Samurai, which denied him the use of them with my Wedge of Fury Yari Cav, and they continued doing repeated hammer and anvil strikes, and got 99 kills as a result. So as you see, a lot of his Katana Samurai, look, it's 115, 65, 119, they just 73, 52, they just didn't get the performance they want because I was able to deny them. His General 12, this unit of Katana Samurai 96, it didn't do too bad, but it is much more vetted. Zambia was a bit bigger, but mine was a bit more vetted, so I probably had the advantage there. But a lot of his units just didn't get to perform. And look, his Bow Ashigaru just didn't really perform much at all. They're not really worth it, in my opinion, unless they're a very early game. But I did have some more vetted units, obviously, which gave me an edge, but I had better terrain positioning, and like I said, I sort of forced him into a position where he had to attack me, and of course he couldn't implement his Yari Cav. So if you look at his Yari Cav, look at them, huge casualties, none inflicted. Pretty much none, in fact 15 for the top one. They just got totally denied. All his cav units just got totally denied by my Naginata units and Yari Samurai. So I mean, and it protects my general too, which allows him to just sit there and rally and inspire units, so I can keep fighting. He did have the shrine though, which gave him a bit of an edge, but the forest feature was really useful there. So anyway, good game to hunt him down. Certainly enjoyed that one, and thanks for playing, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips, again, feel free to toss them in the comments bar. I'm always listening. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon next time.